It's 11 minutes past 8 now. If you're thinking of going shopping today, you will not be alone. 11 million of us are expected to take to the high streets and will be spending at the rate of £1.5 million every minute, apparently.
Is it enough? Retailers reported flagging sales last month, and there are warnings that some could go under unless they have a busy time in the lead up to Christmas. So Penny Haslam has headed out to Covent Garden in central London for us this morning. Very good morning again to you, Penny. It's a really crucial day for some retailers, isn't it?
It is, Susanna. Good morning. Good morning to you. I've come to Covent Garden. We've got high street retailers, we've got independent shops and market traders as well, all desperately vying for your business. And of course, they started discounting back in November because of that unseasonably warm weather. So where that will take us with retail sales this weekend, today, it remains to be seen. But with me is Clare Rayner, retail expert. Clare, it is a crucial day today, isn't it, for retailers? What will happen if things don't turn out the way that we hope?
Well, it's quite a gloomy outlook if we don't get the sales in this week. Rent date comes in early January. The retailers will have to find the rent money, and if they haven't made the sales, the cash hasn't come in, then they'll be struggling to make those rent payments. So there's a fairly gloomy forecast. And of course, costs have gone up so much this year. It's not just us at home that have seen rising utility costs and everything else going up. The retailers also are seeing those costs increase too. So if prices have gone up to us as consumers, the retailers aren't actually making any more profit.
And what about our patterns of spending? We hold back more these times, don't we?
Yes, we absolutely do. And it's become sort of a thing that's been going on for the last few years. The peak trading has moved back and back. And that's been sort of compounded by the retailers putting sales on ahead of Christmas, certainly over the last few years. And that's been borne out this year. They've gone earlier than ever before. So as consumers, we think, well, why should we spend our money early? If we can wait and wait and wait, they'll discount right down to the lowest amount and we'll save a little bit of money, which matters at the moment.
OK, and also joining me is Sarah Jane Curtis, who's the Covent Garden brand manager. Sarah Jane, you know this territory well. What are your retailers here doing to compete with other areas in London, but also against each other to get the Christmas pound in through their door?
Well, it's a bit of team effort going on in Covent Garden at the moment. Christmas started on the 8th of November, and we've been working together with all the retailers to a series of events and activities. And Covent Garden isn't just about retail. We bring people in to have good fun, to eat, to drink, to spend money, to look at all the things that go on around them. We've got reindeer petting. What we're finding is the same number of people are coming as have come the last two Christmases, so that's positive. It's getting the people to spend money when they're here, which is really quite important.
And how are retailers doing that? Are they discounting still? Even more so in the run-up to Christmas? Are we going to see even better bargains next week even?
Some retailers are discounting, some aren't at the moment. The picture we're getting is mixed. Where we're getting a success story is the food and beverage operators, the cafes and restaurants, where people seem to be spending a lot of money. Christmas parties are still going on.
And what about your expectations for January? Are we just going to see a really heavy hangover for retailers?
I think the run-up to Christmas is very important, and I think the first week of the January sales will be the telling time. Christmas and January, who knows? I think for us, it's keeping those promotions going, getting people back here so that they can spend and telling them things that are going on.
OK, Sarah Jane Curtis and Clare Rayner, thank you very much. And although it's quiet here right now in Covent Garden, traders are setting up noisily in the background there. I'll be back a little later on when hopefully shoppers are coming to the area to spend that all-important pound in the run-up to Christmas.
Lovely. Penny, thanks very much indeed.